So you're still thinking of me, just like I know you should.
Hey everybody, so for today's video I'm going to be doing the television tag. I'm actually just going to call it the TV show addict tag because I have an addiction with TV shows. Once I get into a TV show that I'm obsessed with, it's all I talk about. I want to talk about it to everyone and anybody that I can even talk to. I love talking about my favorite TV shows to anyone, my favorite characters. I don't know, it just makes me really happy. And I thought what would be more appropriate than talking about TV shows and wearing my Riverdale shirt I just got today from Hot Topic. I love this shirt so much already and I just want to live in it. It's so amazing. Wow. There's 12 questions, so let's just get on into it. The first question is favorite shows. I have them written down so I don't forget any of my favorite shows. The first one I'm going to talk about is Riverdale. This is a new obsession of mine. I started it, I think my cousin told me about it at the end of summer. So I binge watched the whole first season on Netflix, fell in love with the show. It is such an amazing show. It just makes you want to keep on watching. You basically have to find out who murders someone in the beginning, and it's just figuring out the pieces to it, and then the second season comes into something else, and it's just it's so amazing. I'm in love with the TV show. Wow. My next show is One Tree Hill. My all-time favorite show of all time is One Tree Hill by far. It is such a good show. I literally could watch it and cry because it means so much to me. I love it. Wow. Next is Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy has 14 seasons now. They're on their 14th season, and I cannot believe that I've watched 14 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. It is such a good show about doctors, and you get to see inside their lives. It's more than about the doctors and stuff like that. You get to see into their personal lives, and it is such a good show. Wow. If you haven't watched it, it's going to be kind of hard to get caught up since they're 14 seasons in, but I definitely recommend you watching it. Next is The Vampire Diaries, which is probably my second favorite show, or my third if you're counting Riverdale. The Vampire Diaries is such a good show about vampires, and it's just drama filled. You get to see what happens with the different people and characters, and I love it. And then you got The Originals, which is based off of the original the first vampires. Such a good show. Wow. And then we have Friends, which is a classic funny ass show. I love Friends so much. Whenever I'm sad, I'll just play an episode of Friends and it just makes me really happy. I fall asleep watching Friends. I don't know, it doesn't make me tired, but it makes me calm and ready for bed. Sounds really weird. And then Glee, which if I never would have started watching Glee, I never would have fell in love with Lea Michele, which is my idol. I love her so much. Love of my life. Thank you, Marissa. She got me into Glee, and then Marissa never actually finished watching Glee, but I'm so grateful she showed me Glee because it is such a good show with music, and it's just the characters you fall in love with, and I love it. And then we have, last but not least, Stranger Things. If you have not watched Stranger Things, you need to. It is such a good show. Steve deserves better. If you guys know what I'm talking about, Steve deserves better. If you don't, watch Stranger Things and then come back to me because Steve Harrington deserves better. So those are all for my favorite TV shows. Now the next question is favorite genre. Probably mystery or shows that leave you in cliffhangers or wanting more on the episodes. Those are kind of my favorite genre, mystery. I'm into those kind of things. Number 3, least favorite show. I don't really have a least favorite show. A show I couldn't get into was Game of Thrones, but I really wouldn't call that my least favorite show. Gossip Girl. I didn't like Gossip Girl. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that because people love Gossip Girl, but One Tree Hill over Gossip Girl any day. Sorry. Most rewatched show, favorite show to binge watch. Definitely One Tree Hill and Friends. I could binge watch Friends probably for the rest of my life and never get bored of it. Love it. Number 5, do you prefer watching things week by week or binge watching? I hate watching shows weekly because you just want more and you want to know what happens next. With Riverdale, I hate watching weekly by weekly because then you have to wait a whole nother week to find out what happens. So I'd rather just binge watch the whole show. I don't know why. People probably you're insane, but that's the way I like it. Number 6, favorite television characters. I'm going to name my favorite character out of all the shows I have here. So Riverdale, my favorite character is either Veronica or Jughead. One Tree Hill, Brooke Davis and Nathan Scott. Grey's Anatomy, my favorite girl character is either April Kapner or Joe Wilson, and then my favorite guy is Alex Karev. I love Alex. Ugh. My favorite girl for the Vampire Diaries is either Catherine or Elena when she's human. The originals, my favorite girl is Rebecca and my favorite guy is Marcel. For Friends, my favorite girl is Rachel and my favorite guy is either Joey or Chandler. I cannot pick between Joey and Chandler. They're both so funny and I love them. My favorite girl for Glee is Rachel Berry, Leah Michelle, and my favorite guy is Finn Hudson. And then Stranger Things, my favorite guy is Steve Harrington, and my favorite girl was Nancy in season 1. I don't really like Nancy anymore. I don't think I really have a favorite girl on the show anymore. I liked Nancy, but season 2 she kind of annoyed me. So those are my favorite characters. And then number 7 is favorite television ships. So for Riverdale, it would probably be Bughead, which is Betty and Jughead. For One Tree Hill, it would probably be Nathan and Haley. Love them. Grey's Anatomy would probably either be April and Jackson or Joe and Alex. What is going on with my hair? Wow. For the Vampire Diaries, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this because I know there's the whole like Stefan and Elena and Damon and Elena war. I definitely love Stefan and Elena. My heart will always be with Stefan and Elena because they're just so pure. Like his love for her is so pure and I love it. I love like the whole badass thing about like Damon and Elena too. But no, I'm definitely more Stefan and Elena and Klaus and Caroline. For the originals, probably Rebecca and Marcel. I love them together, wow. And then Friends, Chandler and Monica, definitely. I really never would have thought they would get together in the beginning, and when they got together, I was like, but really happy because I love them together now. Glee, Rachel and Finn, and then Stranger Things, I'm a Steve and Nancy shipper. I'm sorry, but like, they deserve better. Alright, show I could never get into, Game of Thrones would probably be the one show I could really never get into. Number 9, show you fell out of love with. Probably 90210. I used to love that show. I used to be into it so much, and now I'm kind of like iffy about how I feel about it. It's a good show. I just don't love it as much as I used to. Number 10, canceled too soon. I don't really have a show that I thought was canceled too soon, except for Scream Queens, because Scream Queens had 2 seasons, and I loved the way Leah Michelle was in it and who she played, and I'm really sad that had to get canceled so soon. So probably that show. Number 11, a guilty pleasure show. I don't have a show that I'm like guilty of watching, except for the amount of times I've watched One Tree Hill. I could literally quote the show so many times when a scene goes on. You probably don't want to watch it with me because I do that. And then number 12, what are you currently watching? Well, on Mondays, I've been watching... Tuesdays, I've been watching The Mayor, which is with Leah Michelle, and then Wednesdays I have Riverdale, and then Thursdays I have Grey's Anatomy. The Vampire Diaries was on, but it's done with now, but that was on Fridays, and I'm really sad because I loved that show. But those are the shows I've been currently watching, and those are like all my favorite shows, and that is it for the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys should definitely do this tag if you're a TV show addict like me, because I love TV shows and I could probably talk about my favorites for weeks and weeks because it makes me really happy. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and definitely let me know down below any TV shows that I should watch or your favorite TV shows because I would love to know. And I love you guys. Bye guys.